Good. Your stuff's right here. You got it. You're good.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ariel Sol, and I have had the honor to be both the senior class president and the president of National Honor Society. On behalf of the class of 2023, I would like to welcome you to our 77th annual commencement ceremony. As we make our ascent to the next step in our lives, we would like to thank Mr. Robinson, Mr. Barthelmess, Mr. Ducharme, and Mr. Kosak for their dedication and support. We would also like to thank every parent, family member, friend, member of the Board of Education, faculty, staff, and community member that has helped us through our journey and who have joined us this evening to celebrate this important milestone and the collective achievements of the Schuylerville class of 2023. Before I introduce Schuylerville High School's vocal ensemble, as president of the class of 2023, I have one last request of my amazing peers. If they'd like to gather so I can get one last selfie, please. You can fill in the middle. Okay. 25. All right. Thank you. Now, I would like to introduce the Schuylerville High School Vocal Ensemble. Please rise and remove your caps for the Star Spangled Banner.
Graduates, please sit. Welcome again to the class of 2023's commencement ceremony. This evening is a special event in many ways. It marks the end of a chapter. It's the capstone event of our students, your children's K-12 educational journey. A journey that has been filled with joy, amazing accomplishments, challenges, and adversity that culminates today. As a school district and community, we are celebrating our 77th annual commencement ceremony, a ceremony that will highlight the extraordinary talents of this collective group of young adults. We are so fortunate to have students that are talented in a diverse array of endeavors. Our graduates have excelled in the classroom, in the fine arts, performance arts, the athletic arena, across the nation in FFA competitions, and in our community. We are fortunate to have a community that supports the diverse array of activities our students are involved in. This is just one of the many intangible qualities that makes our school district second to none. A great level of that support comes from our past students that have walked the same hallways and have been a part of the same experiences as our graduates. Graduates, today you will join that support group. Our alumni support is unbelievable. At this time, I ask that all of the alumni that are in attendance tonight please stand and be commended for your continued support of our school district. Thank you. Graduates, remember that feeling of support and reflect on all of the positive experiences you have endured by being a Schuylerville student. It is second to none. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Mike Bodner, President of the Board of Education, who will address the class of 2023.
Good evening. On behalf of the Board of Education, it is my honor to welcome you all to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2023. Before I get started, if there's anyone that needs to file a disability claim for being blinded by the rays coming off my head due to the sun, we're going to have something set up over by a concession there. So Mr. Ducharme is going to lead the way on that, so no worries. This school year marks a new beginning for Schuylerville, with this being the first year of the tenure of our new superintendent, Greg Barthmus. In Greg's interview, he started with one promise, that he would be a superintendent who would advocate for the needs of and to celebrate the accomplishments of all students. Not just the highest profile students, all students. This was music to the ears of the Board of Education and consistent with our values. The premise of the philosophy of celebrating all students is that they all have valuable accomplishments regardless of where their interests may lie or how different they may be, and we have an obligation to do our very best to help each student reach their full potential. My remarks here today will be consistent with that sentiment. One program that Greg advocated strongly for was the implementation of our new unified sports program. This program provides opportunities for students with limitations in adaptive areas to be paired with other Schuylerville students on the court during our first season of basketball, which recently concluded. To any of you that are thinking about attending your first game and are wondering what the games are like, I just have one question for you. Do you like joy? I attended one of their games, and my experience was similar to the many people I spoke with who raved about the program. It was the first basketball game that I ever attended in which everyone in the gym, regardless of the school that they were affiliated with, loudly cheered for every basket that was made, regardless of which team scored. I try to attend as many events at our school as I can, and it was the most joyous event that I've ever attended. You'll find yourself smiling from ear to ear and clapping constantly as you see what happens when kids show adults what is possible when we come together despite how different we may be. I'd like to take a few minutes to highlight a few of this year's graduates. Several members of our graduating class were recently recognized by BOCES at the Career and Technical Education Signing Day. They signed letters of intent with employers to directly enter the workforce and are all graduating with pre-established career training and industry-recognized certifications. Congratulations to Simon Baker, Elijah Hilt, Chris Jones, Donnie McMillan, Casey Sutherland, and Morgan Wood for this remarkable accomplishment. Oh, we've got a horn. Okay. Chris Bittner was selected to perform in the mixed choir at the 2023 Eastern Division Honors Festival. This accomplishment is notable as Chris is the only Schuylerville student in the past 23 years who has represented our district at this event. Congratulations, Chris. Lauren King, I see you over there, was recently recognized by the Saratoga County School Boards Association for outstanding community service. In addition to her community service and academic accomplishments, Lauren was an officer in the Schuylerville chapter of the FFA and still managed to be an excellent three-sport athlete. Congratulations, Lauren. On to the next two victims. Anthony Luzadis and our valedictorian Lillian Letzring were recognized at the Varsity Sports Banquet as our Scholar Athletes of the Year, which is a tremendous honor. In addition to their amazing academic accomplishments, Anthony and Lillian were both excellent three-sport athletes. Congratulations, Anthony and Lillian. So I also have an interesting fact to share about Anthony's accomplishment, and then a mixture of good news and bad news. The interesting fact is that Anthony's brother Charles was previously honored with the very same Scholar Athlete of the Year award in 2020. The good news for the rest of us is that Dave and Melissa don't have any more children. So the tight grip that that family has had on that award has finally been, I guess it's gone. Okay. Now the bad news is that Lillian is the oldest of 4 children. And I've yet to meet anyone in that family who is not really smart and really athletic. In closing, this class is full of amazing students who are poised to do great things in the future, no matter where in the world their path will take them. I just hope that our graduates are sure to remember where they came from. On behalf of the Board of Education, congratulations to the class of 2023. We wish you the very best of luck in your future endeavors. I'd now like to introduce our next speaker, whose name I will get right. Assistant High School Principal Nate Kosak.
Good evening. Thank you all for attending, and congratulations to the class of 2023. On a personal note, thank you for being so welcoming and awesome in my first year. I really appreciate that. As you may notice, some graduating seniors have various cords draped around their neck. This year's senior class has 15 students wearing yellow cords. I ask that those students please rise. The yellow cord indicates an accomplishment, an achievement of an overall 4-year average of 85 to 89%. A truly remarkable accomplishment. Please join me in congratulating these students once again for this honor. You will also notice 45 other students donning a blue and yellow cord. These students signify a cumulative GPA of 90% and above. I ask that these students please also rise to celebrate this incredible feat. This was earned over the course of 4 years of unwavering dedication, tireless efforts, and determined commitment to excellence. Let us again applaud these remarkable individuals for their outstanding accolades and congratulate them on their well-deserved success. Again, congratulations. Now, I would like to bring back our vocal ensemble as they perform in my life.
And I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more.
Thank you for that wonderful performance. It is now my pleasure to call onto the stage Mr. Emledge and Mr. Rogan, who will introduce you to the 2023 Schuylerville High School Valedictorian and Salutatorian.
Thank you, Nate. Hello, class of 2023, and good evening to all. It is my honor and privilege to introduce our salutatorian, Elena Wine. I first got to know Elena when she was in 9th grade and I moved her up to varsity for sectionals. It took me about 5 seconds to realize that Elena had a tremendous work rate on the field. The effort she played with was truly unique. That year, Elena was instrumental to our team's successful sectional run, and since then, she's been a cornerstone of our team. This past fall, she was named a captain, and she was a Section 2 All-Star as well. Beyond soccer, on the sports fields, Elena has also been a very successful lacrosse player and track athlete. She was part of 3 sectional championships in her senior year alone. I went my whole high school career with 0, so quite impressed. But what I have discovered about Elena is that being a great athlete is just one of the many special qualities she possesses. A couple of years ago, I had been told that she could sing and act. When I'd ask her to sing during practice, she'd tell me I have to come to a performance. So I did, and I was blown away. Not only by Elena, but the singing and acting talent that this class of 2023 possesses is truly special, as we just saw. And then I find out this past fall that not only is there Elena the athlete and Elena the singer and actor, but she was also battling with Lillian for the top academic spot in the class. How one person can accomplish all that she does in a day and come back and do it again the next day is truly remarkable. But for me, what I have been most impressed about Elena and what I have enjoyed the most about Elena is witnessing her interactions with those around her. To be around someone who brings such happiness and joy to everything she does has been a blessing. Every single time we have gotten together for a practice or a game or to co-coach our OSAA rec soccer team, she's always greeting everyone with the biggest smile. She displays nothing but kindness for the world. It's a unique quality to be someone who makes those around you feel better about themselves. Elena has that quality in spades. I feel very fortunate to have gotten to know Elena as well as I have over the past several years. And I couldn't be more excited to see what the future holds for her. So Elena, I thank you for the privilege of allowing me to introduce you, your class of 2023 salutatorian, Elena Wyan.
Good evening. Congratulations to the parents here tonight and to the class of 2023. I've been given the honor tonight to introduce an amazing young lady. Though I teach earth science, I've probably known her as a coach these past 4 years, but have witnessed her thrive in multiple settings here at Schuylerville. Some of the strongest attributes I've witnessed about her are: she is reliable. I knew as a coach that if I ever needed help with anything or needed a favor, she would not hesitate to help me or a teammate. She is compassionate towards others. She was always there for her teammates after a bad race or day and would offer words of encouragement and support. She is resilient. She has a tough mindset. I have always admired how composed and calm she looked before races. I believe her composure helped ground other teammates at the starting line. I think she always knew that if today wasn't her best day, there was always the next time. I personally would like to think, mentally, she is as solid as a rock. Of course, you all knew that pun was coming. She is a role model. She has consistently been a scorer for the cross-country team these past 4 years. This past season, She helped lead a group of girls who were responsible for some of the most crucial points for our team to be successful. With the help of her leadership and consistent pacing out on the course, our team came away with the Section 2 championship title. I am proud to say that she will continue her running career at the collegiate level next year. She is logical. She was someone I could depend upon to get unbiased feedback about workouts, how the team was feeling, and what might be a good possible running route to explore. I will certainly miss her input next season. She is organized. I am always amazed at how composed she is when she seems to have a million things going on. For many seasons, she would scramble to practice after a 10th period commitment, run a 9 to 10 mile run, eat a dinner she brought with her, and then attend a drama rehearsal that could last for 3 to 4 hours. On top of all that, she created moments of time to maintain the impressive GPA that she has today. So, it goes without saying that I am in awe of the individual who I'm presenting to you this evening. Other impressive accolades that accompany our honoree include: she is the Rensselaer Medal Award winner, a National Honor Society member, National Merit Scholarship semifinalist, National Recognition Award for Rural and Small Town Recognition, CASDA Capital Region Students and Teachers Who Make a Difference recipient, and the 2023 Schuylerville Female Student Athlete Award winner. Without further ado, I present to you one of those individuals who always makes my day a better day for a run, the class of 2023 Valedictorian Lillian Letzring. That feedback was tough. Kept hearing the voice.
Thank you, Coach Embledge and Coach Paul, for your incredible introductions and for the dedicated support and encouragement that you have given Elena and I throughout the years. We also want to extend so much gratitude to everyone who has supported us throughout our experience at Schuylerville. To our administration, thank you for encouraging and facilitating our events and activities throughout the years. To all the staff across the district, thank you for driving our buses to competitions, maintaining our grounds, keeping our classrooms clean, and everything you have done to allow us students all the opportunities that we have had.
As you must have noticed by now, Lillian and I decided to deliver what is typically 2 speeches together. This is a first in Schuylerville history, as there have been best friend duos as valedictorian and salutatorian, but they've never given their speeches as one. However, this is not the only first that has come out of the class of 2023.
When reflecting on our high school experience, we were struck by the number of firsts that members of our class had achieved. In athletics alone, our grade has accomplished many remarkable things. Less than a month ago, the girls lacrosse team won their 3rd sectional championship in a row, a feat that had never been done before, with 9 seniors on the team. In the same week, the girls' track team won their sectional competition as well, completing the Triple Crown of running, or in other words, winning cross-country, indoor track, and outdoor track sectional titles in the same year, a first in Schuylerville history. 3 members of our graduating class were on all 3 of these teams, and many other seniors were part of the track or cross-country teams as well.
Additionally, 3 track seniors were part of 3 relay teams that broke school records this year. And for the first time ever, the girls' indoor track team won the Foothills Championship. Speaking of Foothills Championships, the winter competitive cheer team hosted the first ever league championships this year and won as well. As a class, our dedication and success in a wide variety of athletics highlights our determination, teamwork, and drive to succeed. Sharing the victories of our athletic involvements has been a unifying experience for our class as a whole, and our achievements throughout the year have been exciting for the entire Schuylerville community.
One of the most impressive things about our class, however, is the diversity of the people that make it up. Not only was the class of 2023 extremely successful in athletics, but also in academics, music, and extracurriculars. 3 seniors scored a 100 on vocal all-state level NYSSMA solos, the first time that more than one student in a year has ever achieved a perfect score. Additionally, all 3 of the students were accepted to the All-State Music Festival and had the chance to perform with over 150 students from across the state. One member of our class made it even further and was invited to the All-Eastern Choir to sing with students from all across the East Coast, which has never happened to anybody else from Schuylerville. Not only does our class have many individual skilled musicians, but also as our group, our drama club was nominated for the Best Musical and Best Technical Production in the Proctor's High School Musical Awards this spring, our first time being entered for the awards. Many of these students were also involved in a variety of other extracurriculars, another example of the varied interests and commitment that is abundant in Schuylerville.
Also, did you know that there was a new species of trilobites discovered by a member of our class? I didn't even know that this was something possible for someone our age to do, yet one of our peers did it. Another set of academic firsts was achieved by seniors in BOCES, with one team placing 3rd in the state and an individual placing 1st. In FFA competitions, Schuylerville seniors were involved with 2 state-winning teams, as well as a nationally gold-ranked team, and 1 student who placed gold at the national level. This graduating class has both individually and as a team displayed incredible talent and motivation, proving themselves to be exceptional, and we are proud to call ourselves a part of this group.
All of the achievements that we have spoken about so far have been pretty incredible. However, for those who weren't involved in winning titles or discovering a species, we would like to recognize some of the more subtle and personal firsts that come along with going to high school.
Maybe you played a sport for the first time, or maybe you talked to someone for the first time that you never thought you'd be friends with. And even if you don't relate to any of these and feel as though your school career has been pretty unremarkable, we'd like to remind you that every member of our class sitting in front of us is achieving a personal first today when we walk across this stage, graduating high school.
The skills used to achieve these great things can be traced all the way back to our earliest years here at Schuylerville. In gym classes, students used to beg the teachers to play two-finger tag revenge, or just revenge as it had been shortened to. It was always this version, and not elimination, which for those of you who aren't familiar with it, means that when the person who tagged you gets out, you're back in. This silly yet competitive game taught us the importance of second chances and to never give up. A second standout memory comes from recess. If you were to take a walk around the playground during elementary recess, the suggestion would be to stop at the Rainbow Loom store, set up by the professionals themselves, 5th graders. These beautifully crafted, handmade bracelets taught us the value of hard work and that it does pay off.
Looking back on this memory, I wonder if the teachers were in awe of our creativity or just excited that we were crafting instead of being reckless and even tackling each other during recess. Speaking of teachers from our younger years, I'm curious if any of them ever questioned why they went through Elmer's glue so fast. Well, if they didn't happen to catch this occurrence in real time, I'm here to provide the answer. Anytime we did a craft project that involved it, our favorite thing to do was pour a big glob onto our hands and rub it around. Then, after it dried, you got to experience the most satisfying thing of your life, peeling the sheet of dry glue off your hand. However, if you didn't wait long enough, it resulted in an unfulfilling, sticky mess. Therefore, this creative and meticulous process resulted in the learned skill of patience.
Now, I hope that everyone listening to us speak can continue to be patient for one more minute, because it wouldn't be a valedictorian speech if I didn't thank the three people who got me to this place. The first two are my mom and dad. You have always motivated me just the right amount, been there for me when I need it, inspired me to chase goals I never dreamed were achievable. To all the parents in the crowd, I promise your children realize how much you do for them, even if they hole up in their rooms and never show it. The third person to thank is Elena. You have quite literally been by my side since freshman year, and there is no possible way that I could have done it all without you. You know that I wouldn't have done half of the things I have done if not for you, and I'm indescribably grateful that we got to do this one last part of high school together.
I know after all of this, you may have forgotten that Lillian and I aren't in fact the same person. We do actually have different parents, and with that, I also would like to extend my utmost gratitude to mine. Mom, Dad, your endless support, encouragement, and love I know has led me to this moment and is something that I am forever thankful for. You've truly taught me how to live. And Lillian, you're one of the most talented, hardworking, and kindest people I know, and it's an absolute honor to be up here with you giving this speech. I'll miss you always pushing me around in the hallways to make sure I don't make a wrong turn. I will miss cheering you on in all your activities and everything in between. Words cannot express my gratitude for our friendship, and I can't wait to watch you in your future successes.
Going from playing lighthearted games in PE and making bracelets to winning sectional titles and performing on the Proctor stage, it is impossible to deny that we have shown incredible growth throughout our years here at Schuylerville.
To all of the families, thank you for the constant encouragement, support, and time that you have devoted to our successes.
To our teachers, from kindergarten to senior year, we have appreciated your guidance, patience, and the knowledge that you have provided us throughout our education.
And to our fellow classmates, thank you for the funny memories, elating victories, and the unforgettable community you have provided the last 13 years.
We will miss seeing your familiar faces in the hallways, but cannot wait to see each and every one of you creating more firsts in the future.
And remember, if you ever feel stuck and like your life is falling apart, be patient
and wait for the glue to dry.
Thank you, Lillian and Lillian, for a speech that not only highlighted the many accomplishments of this outstanding class, but more importantly, portrays the strong relationships that our students have made over the years. Remember that as you move forward and meet new people, the power of relationships is immeasurable. Our connections with others play a vital role in shaping our lives and well-being, as well as being our cornerstone in difficult times. They're also the people that we enjoy the great times with. It is now time to officially present the graduating class. In a moment, we will be awarding all of our graduates with their high school diploma. We have 48 students that achieved the Regents Diploma with advanced designation. 30 of those students also earned their honors designation. 55 students earned their Regents Diploma, 4 earned their Mastery in Science, 1 earned their Mastery in Math, and 23 earned a Mastery in Science and Math. 18 have earned their CTE endorsement, and 31 have earned their CDOS credential. Quite an accomplishment. Today, though, there is one graduate who is with us in spirit only. Daniel Dan McMillian Jr. was taken from us on January 2nd, 2022. Today, we have a seat amongst our graduates with the glowing picture of Dan along with his cap and gown. As we award our graduates their diplomas, we will be presenting his family with the honorary diploma, marking his place amongst our graduates. We honor Dan's memory today by wearing blue and gold ribbons. Mr. Barthelmess and members of the Board of Education, as principal of Schuylerville High School, I hereby certify that these students have met all of the requirements for graduation as set forth by the State of New York and the Schuylerville Board of Education. It is my great pleasure to award diplomas to the Schuylerville class of 2023. Mr. Barthelmess, Mr. Kosak, Mrs. Rust, Mrs. O'Brien, and Mrs. Bean, please join me on the stage to award the diplomas.
You guys ready? Lillian A. Letzring. Elena Brielle Wyan. Caitlin Van Duzen. Megan Elizabeth Vinese. Abigail Ellis White. Ariel C. Soul. Elliot Willow Woods. Sophie Marie Lamati. Jocelyn Zapian Espinoza. Christopher William Bittner. Draven J. Mueller. Irene Torres Guzman. Lucas Matthew Fitzgerald. Anthony Joseph Luzadis.
Pluto M. Allen. I'd like to invite former Board of Education member Jack Masisa to the stage to present his grandson his diploma. Ian Joseph Bailey. Simon E. Baker. Nicole Emily Barber. Alex Beltran. Lillian Rose Bodenseek. Otto Z. Bolduck. Caleb Boudreau. Logan Ward Bruno. Eric Thomas Eberhard Burkowski. Taylor Caldwell. Alyssa Jewel Campbell. Daniel Laird Carroza. Juliana Marie Silione. Corbin Marshall Clements. Alexandra Galena Coffinger. John M. Connor. Adriana Nicole Casalino. Jada Mary Ellen Cunningham. Leah Dowbitz. Andrew Joseph Dobert. Jordan Alexis Dooley. Mark William Early. Gabriella Maria Everlith. Lauren Joan Farrington. Kyler Garmley. Grace Catherine Gill. Grace Goodspeed. Laura S. Goodspeed. Stephen Tyler Gorman. Neil Christopher Graber. Micah Grant. John Ford Harshbarger. Alexis K. Hewitt. Elijah Thomas Hilt. Carson Adam Ingle. James Francis Jennings III. Chris Lucas Jones. Lauren Elizabeth King. Braden Michael Kloss. Macy Elizabeth Koval. Q Renee Kraling. Michael Lawrence Kine. Julia Kate Lance. Wyatt Arthur Lloyd Levins. Olivia Faith Leanwall. Braden Lester Loomis Parker.
Daniel J. McMillan. Donald Archibald McMillan IV. Rebecca Lynn McMillan. Miranda Grace Mash. Derek T. McHugh. Jack Patrick McGarahan. Ruby Jane Meehan. Ian James Methvin. Ashton Lee Morris. Ella Arlene Murphy. Matthew James Murray. Paige Elizabeth Nesbitt. Ryan Michael Pantano. Angelina Marie Perella. Jameson Dylan Parnham. Amanda Starr Flieger. Carter James Phillips. John C. Phillips. Austin M. Prouty. Chase Lewis Quinn. Riley John Quinn. Jacob Henry Rowinski. Marina Elizabeth Sapone. Brooke Elizabeth Schwerd. Benjamin John William Sheary. Bailey Alyssa Seymour. Owen Donald Shaw. Hannah Mary Sherman. Jonathan Smith. Brooke Lynn Spezio. Owen Patrick Sullivan. Casey Andrew Sutherland. Joseph Francis Thurston. Miles Preston Trombley. Samuel L. Tyler. Joshua David Ure. Riley Piper Vancott. Dana Vega. Aaliyah Monet Ward. Morgan Edward Wood. Tyler Andrew Yoakum. Owen Joshua Yonkin. Michaela Marie Zajeski.
Graduates, please rise. At this time, you may switch your tassel to the opposite side. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Schuylerville class of 2023. Yes, if you'd like to throw them, you can throw them. Graduates, please sit. So I'm sure all the parents will appreciate this, right? When you have kids, you hear things, right? And you have an understanding of what's going on. And you try to get ahead of it when you know your kid's going to do some mischief. So you always have to be a little bit prepared. Trey, I'm sorry, they're not real golf balls, but I'm sure he will hit them all across my yard. Before we close the ceremony, I would like to thank everyone who has contributed to the success of these young men and women. Thank you to the many educators who have worked with these students throughout elementary, middle, and high school. Thank you to our amazing maintenance and custodial staff. Monday morning, all these chairs were in stacks. Within 2 hours, you got what we see today. This is not possible without their help and support. Thank you to Mrs. Taryn Kane for putting together our senior video and constantly communicating the many success stories of our district. Our main office support staff that really puts this in motion. Mrs. Lyons, Mrs. McCarty, Mrs. Dooley, and Mrs. Murray. They're the ones who took care of making sure all the seating arrangements were right, the balloons were right, the programs. They really make this go. I have an easy job. I just get to show up. Thank you to Miss Janine O'Brien and Mrs. Sarah Rust, the school counselors for the class of 2022. They have outstanding work ethic, and the relationships they've built with these students over the past 4 years is amazing. Thank you to Mr. Nate Kosak, our high school assistant principal, for a successful transition into a very important role. It is his role in our building to be there to support our students and help them as they navigate still being a student and being a young adult with a lot of freedom. Thank you to Mr. Tom Robinson. He's our senior class advisor for continuing to provide our seniors with valuable experiences and traditions of their senior year. Graduates, please know that your school community is truly proud of you and wishes you the very best in all your endeavors. Also, if you haven't already, I encourage you to take some time this evening or this weekend as you gather with family and say thank you to your parents, to your family members, and the others who have loved and supported you along the way. It takes a village. It truly does. Reach out to some of our staff at Schuylerville and let them know the positive impact they have had on you. They have contributed to your success and deserve your gratitude. To the class of 2023, I have never been much of a quotes person. I believe more in an individual's inner drive, desire, and passion than I do about the words connected to another person's story. Yes, we can become inspired by another person's story. However, the ultimate decision to move on your dreams comes from within. Your story continues to be written every day. Every day when you wake up, some earlier than others, you have a choice to what you will make of that day. I believe that each of you has the ability to make each day great. I believe that each of you possesses the tools and the ability to accomplish extraordinary achievements. Be motivated not by the dreams and aspirations others have for you. Be motivated for your dreams, your passion, your goals, your inner drive. It is our most powerful tool. Be true to yourself and be authentic. Lastly, as I've said to each of the 5 graduating classes before you, find something you love to do and do it. You will never have to work a day in your life. I know this firsthand. I feel it every day when I come here. I mean, for the last 4 years, I have been able to hang out with each of you every day. Graduates, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, in just a moment, the class of 2023 will exit the ceremony and process across the field. Please meet them on the other side of the track. To our graduating seniors, thank you for letting us all be a part of the many accomplishments and the first that you have provided all of us. You are a special group of young adults. Favorites maybe. Congratulations. I wish you a bright future ahead. At this time, Lillian and Ian will lead the class of 2023 out of our ceremony. Thank you to our entire Schuylerville community. Good night, everyone.